Well, race fans, joining in late here, having some technical difficulties tonight. As you can see down onto the racetrack, it looks like we are already green flag racing here tonight. Thomas Killam was the driver that started on the front row here, and he is currently still your race leader. Coming to lead lap number 1, Thomas Killam will lead us across the line again. A little late to the party here, having some technical difficulties, but lap number 1 in the books here tonight for Thomas Killam. Rob Higgins was right there. Killam, of course, did take the top spot here tonight. Higgins had to start back in third. A.J. Hamill right now the biggest mover so far here tonight. Him and Justin Rigsby both picking up multiple positions as you see Rigsby back here in car number 3. There you see the rookie this season. He's currently sitting back into the 5th position after picking up 4 spots in the initial green flag drop here tonight. All these drivers, of course, racing here for the first time ever in the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modified Series. So it's a brand new ball game for all these drivers. Nobody has any notes on it. There you see the 85 of Jeffrey Stiles. Jeff Stiles working down to the inside currently. His outside, that's Dan Murphy Jr. Murphy back after his podium finish, missing a couple of weeks, but he's here tonight. Good to see Dan Murphy Jr. back behind the wheel of his number 41 here. So far, these drivers have started to single file themselves out 60 laps here tonight at the Milwaukee Mile, but don't tell that to A.J. Hamill. He is sideways with Dalton Williamson all over the back end of car number 18. Williamson had the 18 of A.J. Hamill jacked up sideways, looking like they were going to be pointed to the infield grass. Now here comes the number 1 of Williamson down to the inside of the Arns Barber shop, number 18. He'll get to the inside. He's going to bring the number 11 of Sean Single along with him. Look at A.J. Hamill go way wide to the outside here tonight. See a little bump draft in there. Here comes the 3. That's Justin Rigsby. Everybody sails him off down into turn number 3. Look at the difference there on the exit of turn number 4. Rigsby way down to the bottom side of the speedway. Hamill was way high, trying to use all of the track here tonight. Everybody down trying to grab a little bit of clean racing room down there to the inside. Down on the apron side of things. Rigsby will make the pass complete now on A.J. Hamill, and then that'll leave Jeff Stiles back here. Stiles to the outside. Here comes Brandon Feeney. Feeney here tonight, and just looking like we're just about 3 wide racing up there for a moment anyway. Brian Bianchi was looking to the inside of Dan Butler, and Butler was able to hold on to it. Buckley was right there also in the Granny Heps Walkers and Canes, number 13. Everybody minding their own P's and Q's. Sean Single took a dive to the inside. We'll tuck back in line with car number 11. Single just able to make the grid here tonight. Was running a little bit late. Told Mom and Pops that he wasn't going to make the show tonight, but he made it in time. Got a couple laps in practice even before he came out here tonight. Thomas Killam has led them all here with Rob Higgins, Dalton Williamson, Sean Single, and Justin Rigsby in tow. That's your top 5 right now. Dan Butler is starting to pull back in that front train of cars that actually scooted away a little bit in the opening laps here tonight. Dan Butler driving the Racing School, number 8. There you see the Butler. Starting to close back in on those front 6 drivers. Bianchi back here, though, battling with the number 2. That's Michael Trevarthen. Remember, Trevarthen coming in as our points leader here tonight. He had a 17-point lead over Justin Rigsby and Dalton Williamson after Michael Trevarthen has gone back to back, Jack. 3 wins in a row for the driver of car number 2. Of course, looks like he had a terrible qualifying effort here tonight. And a pretty bad first lap, so he's trying to work his way back through. AJ looking to the inside here on Rigsby. He'll get a great run down into turn number 1. He'll utilize that slingshot. He'll dive it down to the bottom side, slide up. He'll leave the bottom side open here for Rigsby for a crossover attempt. Will he do it? There you see the one now of Dalton Williamson. He'll dive down to the inside, down the back straightaway. He got a big toe off car number 11. Down the back straightaway they went. Now the number 1 of Dalton Williamson will go up into P number 3. Bit of a shot there from A.J. Hamill into the back of the number 8, or the 18 to the 11. So that's Hamill to Single. Now here comes Rigsby down to the bottom there on A.J. Hamill trying to make that pass. And he does. He saw A.J. Hamill do that same exact move last time by down the front straightaway. This time he was able to complete it, putting the Arts Barbershop entry back to P number 6. Now Dan Butler has officially caught the back end of this field, just about a car length and a half back, and Joshua Buckley, Michael Trevarthen, and Brian Bianchi are all actually coming. They're all starting to get there. We could have the whole field just lined up, nose to tail, like we're at Talladega or Daytona. These drivers did say this mile track, which is one of the biggest tracks we go to all season long. The draft is such a big factor here. If you're that car that's sitting, second or third in line, you are getting a super big tow down the straightaway. There's the 11 of Sean Single. He'll jet down to the inside. He'll take the spot from Justin Rigsby back. They all just kind of keep handing it back and forth. Now Rigsby and Hamill are going to go side by side. Hamill hanging on to it, drifted up to that second groove there down in turns 1 and 2. There's the 2, Michael Trevarthen now making the move down to the inside of Joshua Buckley. Bianchi is still there in the 505 Motorsports entry. Cole Pepper's entry. Coach Trevarthen makes the pass on Buckley, and then Buckley loses a spot there to the 14. So Bianchi will pick back up into the 9th spot. He did start 8th here tonight. Race leader still car number 83, Thomas Killam out front here tonight. He'll lead another one, but he's got some challengers nipping on the back heels there. He's got Rob Higgins and Dalton Williamson. A little bit of a rivalry between those two drivers here as of late. Bunch of window cleaners being passed back and forth. I bet tonight they'll see which one's going to have the clearer windscreen at the end of the night. Right now, Higgins has the spot. Williamson would like to get there. Let's see if he's able to force the envelope. They're both right on the back end, though, of the 83 of Killam, as here they come. What it looks like off the leader's camera. Riding on board with Thomas Killam out front here of Rob Higgins, Dalton Williamson. See everybody really just biting for that bottom lane. Now Dalton Williamson going to fake high. He's going to try and block a little bit on the 11. Now Higgins going to go down to the bottom. Here comes Higgins for the race lead down into 1. The battle's on. 16 laps have been completed. They've all been led by race leader. Look at them. Everybody fans out down the back straightaway. 3 wide into turn number 3. Sean Single to the outside. Rob Higgins in the middle. Dalton Williamson on the bottom side of things here. Sean Single going to lose the spot. Now here comes Williamson. Here comes Rigsby. Rigsby is right there on the back Nerf bars. That's how close Justin Rigsby is right now to the back end of the number 1 of Dalton Williamson. Williamson went high. Now he goes low. He'll block. Oh boy, a little contact. Williamson tried to throw a very late block there down into turn number 3. Rigsby was already on the bottom side of the speedway. Sean Single going to pick up the spot there from Dalton Williamson as he got moved up to the outside lane there when a little contact was made. He'll try and hold the number 40 of Rob Higgins down there. Higgins trying to go catfishing down around the bottom side here tonight at Milwaukee. One driver going to climb the wall back there. That was, I believe, the 41. That was the 41 of Dan Murphy Jr. climbed the wall. He gathers it back in, losing 1 spot to Brandon Feeney. He falls back here. That's the 85 of Jeff Stiles. Stiles back here. He started 13th, still running into that 13th position in the number 85 entry. Right behind him, that's Philly Edwards. Bob Higgins has lost the draft here tonight. He's being scored into the 15th position, but the battle's still on here. Here comes Rigsby down to the inside of Sean Single. Single gonna drift a little high in 3 on the exit of 4. There goes the number 3 of Justin Rigsby. He'll take that spot. Now Dalton Williamson trying to pounce on the number 11 down the front straightaway. He'll get to the inside down in turn number 1. Single right now in a bad spot. We haven't seen anybody really make any moves on the outside groove here tonight. Now he's going to be able to get back down. He'll block off the advances of Rob Higgins. So Higgins goes from running into that second position here for the first 17 laps or so. He's back to running in 5th. Everybody's still chasing the number 83. That's Thomas Killam out front. And Sean Single still being pressured. There goes the 40 of Higgins back to the inside. A.J. Hamill is right there. How about Dan Butler? The night has been for Dan Butler, having himself a good run in the racing school number 8. The Arts Barber Shop entry, A.J. Hamill back to running in 5th as he got around Sean Single, who is to the outside once again. Your top 3 are starting to break away. Damn, Butler sideways. Butler sideways. He'll nose it into the outside while Brian Bianchi nowhere to go. Caution lights are on here as the 8 of Dan Butler and the 14 of Brian Bianchi involved in a wreck here. Butler had some issues off turn number 2, and that'd be the first caution flag of the evening coming out. First caution flag here at the Milwaukee Mile, and this is what it was for. I don't know if there was a little contact there between the 2 of Michael Trevarthen and Dan Butler or not. We'll see if we can back it up here just a little bit. There might have been a little contact there that our camera just quite didn't pick up. Like Dan Butler just down there on the inside, may have just lost it, looped it around. And of course, Brian Bianchi was just nowhere to go. Right on board with Bianchi. Buckley dodged. Bianchi tried to weave, but it was just too late. Couple drivers taking this time to come to pit road here. It looks like the number 1 of Dalton Williamson came to pit road, and actually everybody but 2 drivers came down pit road there under that first caution flag of the evening. We'll see how this all shakes through. Brandon Feeney and Bob Higgins did not come to pit road. We'll see if they do cycle into pit road here. It does look like the checkered flag auto supply number 30 of Bob Higgins will stay out. We're not quite to the halfway point here tonight at the Milwaukee Mile. 60 laps, 60 miles is the distance here tonight for these modified drivers, and we will get the 1 to go marker this time by. Brian Bianchi looks like he is done here tonight. Unfortunately, the Culpeppers Bakery and Cafe, number 14, is going to be loaded up onto the trailer here. They are done tonight here at the Milwaukee Mile. They will try again just 1 week from now when we do head to the Bristol Motor Speedway. For the first time ever, we will take the modified series there. So 2 back-to-back brand new tracks on the circuit this season. So as we double them back up, it also looks like the number 8 of Dan Butler is being scored out of the race here tonight. So Brandon Feeney in that Liquid Molly entry will bring us back to green flag racing. Bob Higgins gets the inside here, and then, well, it's 2 tires on the next row, 4 tires on the row behind them as we're ready. Green flag's up. And it looks like Bob Higgins with those older tires having some problems getting going. Going to stack them up on the bottom side. Rob Higgins is going to lose out on the battle. He's going to go from about the 6th spot All the way back to 9th here. Everybody jockeys for position down the back straightaway. Sean Single stuck back here in traffic. Also, there's the two, Michael Trevarthen. Everybody trying to get one lap completed as the battle for the race lead. Here comes the A.J. Hamill entry. Hamill down to the inside on Brandon Feeney. Feeney led the lap under caution. First lap back to green flag, though it will be. The number 18 of A.J. Hamill leading that lap. They're still 2x2 stacked up deep into the field. They were 3 wide at one point down the front straightaway here. Just kind of funneled it back down to 2 wide into the corners, and now looks like one car trying to push. That's the number 1 of Dalton Williamson trying to push the number 30 of Bob Higgins down into turn number 3. Higgins going to drift a little bit high here. Thomas Killam picking up a spot there from Brandon Feeney. Remember, Feeney did not pit. Neither did Bob Higgins. Higgins going to go into turn 1. He's going to blow the entry to turn number 1. He's going to drift way high. He's about the 3rd, 4th lane up there. Michael Trevarthen following him on exit. 40 of Rob Higgins back there battling with Joshua Buckley. Jeff Stiles back there into the 12th spot. There's Philly Edwards. He'll drift high like a tornado. He had some bad weather in the area for him last night while he was here in the practice session. Had to go take shelter, but everything was all right. Everything's good. Philly Edwards is here tonight. He said no twisters are out there. The only twister that's out there ripping around here is A.J. Hamill. This time by when he crosses the stripe, we'll be halfway home. See if A.J. Hamill can lead the halfway portion here tonight at the Milwaukee Mile. Looks like A.J. will be able to hold on. A.J. Hamill, the halfway home leader tonight here at Milwaukee. Tonight in the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modified Series for Red Light Racing. Trying to pick up his first win of the season. Thomas Killam also trying to pick up a win here. Your top 3 drivers, top 4, 5 drivers have not actually picked up any wins so far this season. Sean Single losing a spot there. And then he'll just cross back under. Sean Single trying to take back that spot from Justin Rigsby. Remember, Rigsby, the hot shoe rookie this season so far. Rigsby was able to pick up the win at the Worldwide Technology Raceway to open up the season back on April the 7th. Currently finds himself locked in a dead heat for that second position. They are tied, him and Dalton Williamson, at 165 points total. They are 17 points behind Michael Trevarthen, and Trevarthen is right there behind him. There's the black and green, number 2. Oh, big crash on the front straightaway here. Couple cars turned around. That is the number 13 of Joshua Buckley rolling away. I don't see any other cars actually there. I saw a bunch of smoke on the camera shot, as that was the 13 of Joshua Buckley. There you see the double hook Checkered Flag Auto Supply entry rolling away. Have to see what happened to Buckley. Oh, it looks like Buckley just climbs the wall, does a barrel roll back on the wheels, and hammers back in. Loose out of turn 4 by himself, skates it on the top. Simple enough, easy enough for Buckley. That's what brings out the caution flag here for caution flag number 2 of the evening. The nice lead that A.J. Hamill had opened up over Thomas Killam, Dalton Williamson, Brandon Feeney, and Sean Single is gone. And yeah, A.J. Hamill trying to fake everybody to come to pit road. Brandon Feeney will come to pit road. Remember, for that number 38 entry of Brandon Feeney has not come to pit road. So him and Bob Higgins will take this advantage here, and they will come to pit road. So, as those drivers come to pit road, Joshua Buckley also down on pit road. I'm sure he's going to get some damage fixed on his number 13 entry. See if Granny Hips, Walkers, and Canes entry has any tennis balls left in the pit box, if he can get back out there. Maybe he's going to try to find some, well, Chick-fil-A. Of course, it's Chick-fil-A Thursday here in the studio, and he didn't get any. He's a little angry right now about that. Right now, A.J. Hamill trying to take that Chick-fil-A away from all the drivers here tonight. It'll be A.J. Hamill, Thomas Killam, Dalton Williamson, Sean Single, and Justin Rigsby. Currently, that is how the top 5 shake down here tonight. Biggest mover so far through the field, that is the number 85. That is Jeff Stiles. There you see the 85. The St. Jude Children's Hospital entry. Driver out of Lexington, Kentucky, has picked up 5 spots here tonight from where he has started. Only one other driver that has picked up just as many spots as Jeff Stiles, and that is, well, the number 41 of Dan Murphy Jr. Of course, Dan Murphy Jr. having to miss a race, unfortunately. His work schedule did not allow him to be here last week. Down 7 spots in the championship standings from his missed race. He's 16th overall. He was able to pick up a podium spot at Gateway, and then he went to the Five Flag Speedway and finished 12th, and it was 11th back at Myrtle Beach. Then he missed Stafford, and he's here tonight. So Murphy currently sitting back into the 10th position on the call. Should get the 1 to go marker right here this time by. We will bring these modifieds back up to full song and dance here at the Milwaukee Mile. It'll be 23 laps to go officially when we do go back racing with A.J. Hamill and Thomas Killam as the front row drivers here. So this is going to bunch them all back up. We've seen some Super Speedway-esque racing here tonight with our Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modifieds presented by Red Light Racing. See who gets the good start here, who will go down into turn number 1 and put their Superman cape on and try to push it just a little bit farther. Sean Single was going to put his big boy cape on and come race last night with myself. I was out running some fun runs, and, well, Sean just didn't quite get his cape buttoned up and out there, so Shanika did not make it out onto the raceway. He is here tonight, though. Like we said, he was running a little late, just like we were here tonight with the technical difficulties. Once again, we do thank all the race fans for staying with us here tonight to catch a glimpse of these drivers here with the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modified Series. After we had a little bit of a delayed start here, one of our camera members was not quite ready, but we're ready now, just like these cars are. We'll go back racing. 23 laps to go at Milwaukee. Green flag is up. Drag race them to turn number 1. A.J. Hamill down on the bottom side is exactly where you want to be. That's Dalton Williamson right there. The PK Paints number 1, Team Chevy entry. Thomas Killam still to the outside in the unsponsored number 83. There you see Killam, the fireballs out the headers. A.J. Hamill will lead lap number 1 back to the green flag racing. It'll be Williamson in second. Killam and Rigsby now battling. There you see the white number 3. That's Justin Rigsby down on the bottom side. He's got the 11 of Sean Single coming with him. Josh Buckley has not returned to the racing surface before we went back. Green flag racing is being scored 13th here tonight, with just 22 to go. It'll be 21 laps to go here at the line. Still 12 cars on the lead lap here tonight. 2 cars out. That's Dan Butler and Brian Bianchi. Watching that number 38 of Brandon Feeney. Remember, he came to pit road. Him and Bob Higgins, they stayed out under that 2 cautions ago. They obtained the front row on the restart, and, well, it didn't really work out in their favor, so they went backwards, and then they came to pit road, so they got fresh tires, so interested to see how that all shakes out for those drivers. Rigsby, though, up here making some moves, still sitting in 3rd. He's picked up 6 spots since the drop of the green flag here tonight, running 3rd. Sean Single very close to the outside wall that time off turn number 2. He's sitting back there running into the 5th spot. Rigsby right on the tail there. He'll now take a dive to the inside here on the straightaway. He'll see if he can get a push there from Thomas Killam. Killam trying to give him a little bump draft. Dalton Williamson going to slam the door down into turn number 1, and Williamson not going to let that number 3 of Justin Rigsby get quite down to the inside there that time. So back in line he goes. No harm, no foul, no contact between the 2 drivers. Williamson and A.J. Hamill have had their run-ins this season so far in the early stages of the season anyway. We'll see how these two play nice with 18 laps to go. It matches the number 18 that is out front of A.J. Hamill. One driver up the speedway down here into the corner. That was the number 11 of Sean Single. Looks like he's leaning on that right front, trying to get her to turn, Captain. Heave-ho for car number 11. He'll lose a spot to Rob Higgins. Now there's Jeff Stiles. Remember, Stiles has just been riding all night long. He has not been pushing the envelope. That number 85, we just talked about him under the caution flag. And now Jeff Stiles is up already into 7th. And oh, something happened to Sean Single. Single, lifted off the gas down the straightaway there. And Jeff Stiles right into the back Nerf bars. And now Stiles having a little bit of problems. He's going to get a little boot there from the number 38 of Brandon Feeney. So an odd little bit of an exchange there. A.J. Hamill still the race leader with 16 laps to go here. Still has the pressure right behind him. That's Dalton Williamson. Williamson in car number 1. Williamson taking a bid down to the inside here. A.J. Hamill going to throw the big block. He's going to keep Dalton Williamson behind him for the time being. 15 to go. 1-5, 15 miles. 2-car, little bit of a tango, call it a little bit of a breakaway, if you will. AJ gonna slip high in turns 1 and 2. Here comes the number 1. Williamson storming back down the back straightaways, trying to see what he can pick up. Williamson wraps the bottom a little bit lower down into the entry of turn number 3. A.J. Hamill, still the race leader. Dalton Williamson, Thomas Killam, Justin Rigsby, and Rob the Man Higgins. There you see the old teacher, the cowboy. Haven't seen him in his cowboy hat here as of late. Everybody single file currently, except for the race leaders. They are battling real hard. Dalton Williamson was all over the back end of the 18 of A.J. Hamill, and he went down into the corner. And he kind of overshot turn number 1. That allowed Thomas Killam to get down to the inside. And Rigsby right there battling now. Rigsby trying to diamond off there. See if he can get a really good run. Thomas Killam trying to get to the inside of the number 1. Not quite able to get anything done. Thomas Killam back in line. One driver all the way down there. He's flat tracking it. The 11. The number 11 of Sean Single was down in the grass. He had the left side tires down there, and it looked like it actually may have hurt him. Here comes Brandon Feeney. He's starting to make the charge back up through the field. Back inside the top 10 now. He's trying to get to the inside of the number 85 of Stiles. Remember, Feeney is on the newer tires. Out front, still A.J. Hamill. That's the biggest lead A.J. has had. He'll come by this time. He'll get the double high fives. It'll be 10 laps to go. Double high five from the flag man. Hamill, Williamson, Killam, Rigsby, and Higgins. Jeff Stiles out of line down the back straightaway. Made a big, abrupt left-hand turn about midway down the straightaway. Philly Edwards is right there, too. It's the battle back here. This is the battle for the 8th, 9th, and 10th currently on the speedway. No battle for the race lead currently. It is still all A.J. Hamill. The battle for 10th shakes down to Jeff Styles having the fastest of the three for the time being. Found a good line, and he's kind of rocket shipped away. One car into the outside wall, that time off turn number 2. That's the 11 of Sean Single. Michael Trevarthen had to take evasive actions there to get by him. So Sean Single went from the grass to the wall, now back into that 7th spot. A.J. Hamill's still the race leader, but Dalton Williamson is starting to chip back into this one. Last time by, Dalton Williamson was about, call it, 0.2 faster than A.J. Hamill. See what happens here. As I believe, the caution is out with 6 to go. Caution flag with 6 to go. Might be Styles, might be Brandon Feeney. They were all battling together with Philly Edwards. Oh, Sean Single into the back of the number 2 of Michael Trevarthen, then Philly Edwards into the back of Styles. Feeney nowhere to go. So a handful of cars getting together here to go. Take a quick break. We'll be right back here.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws.
And welcome back here. We're cut the iRacing commercial short because with 2 laps to go, we come back racing green. AJ Hamill, Dalton Williamson, Thomas Killam, and Justin Rigsby as they all barrel down there into turn number 1. Oh boy, up the track goes the 18 of Hamill. Now they're all making contact. Handful of drivers. Trevarthen going to drive the 11 of Single way down. One driver up into the air. We stay green for the time being as the caution lights are going to come on. Caution lights on all around the speedway. We'll have to check that one. Thomas Killam is the race leader. We do know that. So that means, I'm taking a look at it, that means we're going to be headed to overtime here tonight. Something going awry on car number 11. Let's take a look. Single to the inside of car number 2 there, and then Trevarthen running the 11 down the track, and the 2 back up the speedway. Look at Jeff Styles just up over, barrel rolling end over end. So a late race restart and everybody going for it. Dan Murphy Jr., the unfortunate driver that was caught up in it. On board with Dan Murphy Jr. Jeff Styles, unfortunately, winding up on his lid here tonight. He was just kind of pacing around the back of the field for most of the night, just trying to wait and see how this was all going to shake out. And now, unfortunately, his night's going to end up on his lid. Watch it once again here. Put it in slow, and here, this is what we see. The 11 was down to the inside of the 2, and then they get linked together. The 11 goes to the inside wall, the 2 up the speedway. Dan Murphy Jr. nowhere to go. There's Jeff Styles, nowhere for him to go, and he made the hard impact into the outside wall and got launched. And that car just went for a wild, wild ride. End over end over end. And his final resting place on the lid. Unfortunate for him, so he'll have to take a disappointing end to his evening. But it does look like the lights are out on the iRacing.com pace car, so we're coming back this time. It will be Thomas Killam, it'll be Justin Rigsby, AJ Hamill, and Rob Higgins. That's how the top 4 are looking as we get ready. It'll be green-white checker attempt number 1 here tonight. iRacing.com safety cars in. Into the restart zone we come. Everybody back up. Killam with a good start down to the inside there of Rigsby. Hamill trying to come through also. Rigsby trying to come down just a little bit there on Killam off turn number 2. AJ Hamill trying to get the 18 in there. This time by, it'll be one lap to go if we get to the white flag. Here comes Rob Higgins also. White flag is up, presented by Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe in the final trip around the Milwaukee Mile here tonight. First one back will be the winner of tonight's 60-lap event. Here comes AJ Hamill, the confusion, trying to make one last-ditch effort. Didn't quite have the run. Final corner tonight, and the drag race is on for the win here tonight. It will go for the first time ever. Thomas Killam going to victory lane. A.J. Hamill, Rob Higgins will outlast Dalton Williamson. Justin Rigsby going to fall back to the 5th spot. Brandon Feeney, Philly Edwards, Bob Higgins, Michael Trevarthen, Dan Murphy Jr., your top 10. That's how they round out here tonight after 60 laps of racing action. First time winner, Thomas Killam. See if he comes down here and can do some victory donuts for us here tonight. He'll slide it across the line. Nope, just going to park it here tonight. So he'll park it on the front straightaway. We'll be back with your post-race show brought to us by Holy Shirts and Pants. Let's see which one of these drivers have some holy shirts and pants.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Milwaukee Mile here tonight for the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modified Series presented by Red Light Racing. For the first time ever, the series rolled in here to the Milwaukee Mile, and boy, what a race we had here tonight. Daytona, Talladega, yeah, kind of, for modifieds anyway. Let's start things off tonight here with our Holy Shirts and Pants post-race show tonight, though, with the driver who will come home in P number 3. How about it, Rob Higgins? A good run for you. The beginning of this race started out with you up towards the front 2. Then you kind of faded towards the middle end of this, towards the middle, but the end of this race, you really brought her back here tonight.
Oh, yeah, we did. I knew if it was going to be one of the races we had a chance, it was going to be here at Milwaukee. I love these tracks, New Hampshire, Milwaukee. They're meant for modifieds, and I love them.
You say they're meant for modifieds. Tell us how this track, you talk Milwaukee, New Hampshire, how do they really fit your driving style?
nice and flat. Flatter the track, the better it is.
Well, I think you're the first person I've ever heard say flatter it is, the better it is. But hey, well, tonight, though, at the end here, you restarted outside the top 5, and you really had to battle to try to get this top 3 spot.
Yeah, I like this super speedway style racing in the modifieds. I always say, New Hampshire's my best track, so this is pretty similar. A little less banking, but I figured if it was going to be one, I could maybe itch to win out this year. It'd be here. I'll take 3rd place, so I get to talk to you twice in one season. Beats the past 7 seasons.
Well, I don't know. It hasn't been 7. It might be 7 at this point, but it's a long one here. Or long run so far. Geez, you got me messed up now thinking about this. But hey, how about it? Who's on the side of the number 40 here?
Like the Check Flag Auto Supply. My father Bob, who races. My girlfriend Becca for almost interrupting my race coming in here holding a cat. And Busch Light Beer on the side of the car.
It's not John Deere Green, but it's Busch Light on the side of that Checkered Flag Auto Supply number 40. Rob Higgins going to go celebrate with a couple of those Busch lattes. Higgins will finish P number 3, finishing into P number 2, though. He drives number 18. And, man, about time, Mr. Confusion, you're able to put a race together. So close to picking up the win here.
Hey, that's 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, that is 2 weeks in a row.
We got a 3 and a 2. Where are we trending towards?
Well, we're trending towards Bristol, so...
well, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, walk us through tonight's race here, as this one seemed to be a wild one.
Yeah, we had... I'm gonna use some cliches. Had a bad fast hot rod tonight. Just really liked the feel of the car. Of course, there was so much draft involved that everybody looked pretty equal, and for the most part, we kind of were stuck in traffic. You could get a run, but somebody might, fake a block at you. Early on, I was thinking about making a move for second and had a little glitch, too, actually, and found myself looking at my window net. Luckily, scrambled and got that fixed before I wrecked the field, but it cost me 3 spots in the process. So, rode around in the train in 6th place for a while till the yellow came out. Caught a break, though. 2 tires. Strategy was strategy all the way. And Brandon Feeney took the outside and made it work versus Mr. Higgins on the inside, and that brought me around to second, and then the tires easily got me the lead, which was pretty cool. And then there's that one car in the mirror.
You talk about the one car back there, Dalton Williamson, right on the bumper here at the end of this one. He had a really fast hot rod where you're worried that he was going to get around you and shuffle you to the outside lane where you would have been, well, kind of like a cinder block in water.
Yep. I got a little space on him. I don't know if he was defending, had a bad corner, lost some momentum, which was pretty cool. But you see him fade, but they're coming. There's no way the 5-car train isn't going to track you down eventually, no matter what you do. So I was just counting the laps down as to how many I would have to try to hopefully play defense, and every corner was about get in the gas as soon as possible, whatever that, back it up to that point, because that was the only way to keep the momentum up, to keep his run squashed enough that he wouldn't try to make a move. Then we got that yellow inside of 10 to go, and I thought maybe I could control the restarts and shuffle him out on the outside, but looks like he got a little pinch happy and cost us both some spots.
Well, you were able to rally back here for P number 2, but hey, this one's over. Next week's completely different. You heard us say it already. Bristol. What do you think about going to Bristol in these open wheel cars?
I don't think I've ever turned a lap in one of these cars at Bristol, but we'll make sure that's fixed before we get there. But how it handles the changes I made last week seem to have translated over here to Milwaukee. We'll see if they also translate to Bristol.
Well, before we let you go, who's on the side of the 18 here tonight?
On the side of the Bad Fast 18 Arts Barbershop Ford is the Arts Barbershop. Hi to Art and Mom watching at home. Uncle Charlie watching this weekend. Center for Whale Research, emptythetanks.org. Turn 3 Racing Network. They can be on there somewhere, I think. Thanks to Josh Buckley putting up with us. It's going to have some fun stuff to review tonight. And you, look at you out here. Every other week, we've got to thank you.
Well, there you hear it tonight. The 18 of A.J. Hamill will finish in P number 2. That leaves one man left, and he's standing down in victory lane here tonight. He's the driver of the 83. He picks up the big W after leading the most laps here tonight. How about it, Killam? How'd you make your way back to the front here at the end of this one?
Patience. All about patience there. AJ slipped up a little bit into the one car and opened the door for me, and there I was.
You talk about opening the door here.
The one
How
car slipped
hard?
into the 18.
How hard was it to really make passes here tonight after you lost the race lead under that caution flag?
Oh, the car was really good. I kind of burnt myself up behind the one car at first. Luckily, that caution came out at the right time, and I was at the right place.
Right place, right time. A lot of drivers say that's kind of the name of the game a lot of times. But, man, you spent so much time out front here. Were you worried once you got stuck back there? You said patience, but you kind of got to worry when you're at a track like Milwaukee.
Yeah, it was tough to pass. Nobody really was on my bumper all night. It was pretty much just racing the track, and it finally opened up for me, and I got the dub. So,
well, barking in victory lane for the first time ever here with the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modified Series with Red Light Racing. We're going to have to do it. We're going to have to roll this red carpet on out for you here, Killam. Who do you got to thank back home that makes everything all possible on the 83?
My buddy Justin Rigsby for pushing me as hard as he does. Big thanks to him.
You always need to have a drafting partner or somebody that's willing to help you. You heard it from Killam there that he had his buddy Justin Rigsby back there helping him out. Before we let you go, though, what do you think? Bristol next week?
Hoping to get another one. I'm actually looking forward to that track, and hopefully I can park it here and talk to you again, Roger.
Well, hey, congratulations on picking up the big win. We look forward to seeing you next week at the Last Great Coliseum.
Thanks for the interview.
There you heard it from your winner here tonight. He drives the number 83. Thomas Killam will pick up that big W here. He'll break the streak of 3 in a row for the number 2 of Michael Trevarthen. So we'll see where all the points shake up here after tonight. But that's going to about do it here from the Milwaukee Mile. Race fans, we thank you for continuing to stick with us. We had that little bit of technical difficulties here tonight at the Milwaukee Mile, but we got it in. We got the show in, and now we're on to the Bristol Motor Speedway on May the 19th. Race fans, till we see you then, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.